Hello, this section is meant to help you understand what average velocity and speed really means in the physics world. First, before we look at average velocity and speed, we must understand what a vector is and what the position of an object means. Let's start off by talking about what a vector is. A vector is represented with an arrow or a ray above the variable, and that is how you identify a vector quantity. Now, for a vector, there are two important parts that need to be shown when it is written, and that is the magnitude of the vector, which is also known as the length of the vector, and also you need to know the direction of the vector. Next, to represent which direction the vector is moving toward, you use I hat for the direction on the x-axis, j hat for the direction on the y-axis, and k hat for the direction on the z-axis. This is how you represent the directions on the x, y, and z-axis in the positive directions. But in order to represent it in the negative directions, you must put a negative sign before the symbol. Now, for the second piece of information that you need to know before learning about average velocity and speed is what a position and change in position means. Position is simply where something is located in a coordinate system. Next, there is a term that defines change in position, and that term is known as displacement. Displacement is represented in a vector form as well. But to determine the change in position, one must determine which axis the displacement is occurring on. Let's say the displacement is happening on the y-axis. The way you would determine how much of a change in position there was is by taking the final position of the object and subtracting it from the initial position of the object. Lastly, you would have to put a j hat on after the value so that you can state that there is a displacement occurring on the y-axis. Thank you for listening.